Are we in a house price bubble? That's generally the first question I get after every presentation I make these days. And no wonder. House prices have been on a tear for the last 5 years, growing about twice as fast as the long-run average. In the B Word, this month's insight, we try to identify whether we are in a bubble or perhaps headed towards one. Spotting a bubble in house prices, tech stocks, or almost anything else is notoriously difficult. Consider the housing bubble a decade ago. At the time, house prices were growing even faster than they are now. But many analysts concluded that these steep price increases were simply the new normal. Now, that's a phrase that should be an automatic warning that something's amiss. Even the leaders of the Federal Reserve, with hundreds of high-powered economists at their disposal, couldn't come to a consensus about the bubble. In the B Word, we explain our method for identifying bubbles. We also compare the early warnings of last decade's bubble to those same metrics today. And finally, we speculate about how today's high housing prices might return to more sustainable levels. Are we likely to have a soft landing where increases in residential construction catch up with demand and take the pressure off house prices? Or will the current rate of house price growth continue until a bubble forms and eventually bursts? Or is there a third alternative? Take a look at this month's insight to see our conclusions. You might be surprised. Thanks as always for your time, and don't forget to subscribe to our monthly insight.